We are alive and we thrive. Mm-hmm. Mm. Very good. Welcome to Lackluster Fridays. Lackluster Fridays. Yes, indeed. Congratulations. You survived the week. The weekend is now yours. Let me back up a little bit here. Whoa. That looks better. I'm in the frame now. Oh, Sonny's here. Hello, welcome. Jim Bobs. Sharon, hey man, thank you. Where's your blue clothes? Yes. Lackluster Fridays, once again. Yeah. We made it. I'm about to take a drunken nap. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Thermite 911. Hello, welcome, welcome. What's up, brother? Yeah, drunken nap. I've been eating gummies. So I've been eating candy. Candy is good for you, especially me. Yeah. I find it's a lot better to deal with. So, you know. Nanya, Texas on the back 20. Hello, hello. Afternoon. Late afternoon. Very late afternoon. I hope you got everything done. Everything you planned to do, and you closed out the day, and you're done. Kick off your shoes, prop your feet up, grab you a tasty beverage, and something to snack on. The weekend is now yours. Hello, Linda. Welcome to Lackluster Fridays. I'm drinking water. That's good stuff. I need to hydrate. Move the lawn. I'm all set. Hey, Brett, how you doing? Simple preparedness. Welcome to Lackluster Fridays. Yes. Oh man, it's great to be home. It's great to be sitting here in front of all you fine people, enjoying the fruits of our labor. That's what it's all about, right? The fruits of our labor. That's why we work. That's why we do the things. We prep. We plan. We stay 13 steps ahead of everything coming down the pike, right? Adapt, change, and overcome. That's what it's all about, right? And hoping that the storm passes us by, and we can carry on with doing the things. One of these days, spring will be here. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get a spring here in Cleveland. Currently, it's in the 50s and raining. Some things are blooming. That's good. But we haven't really had a really good long stretch of warmth in quite some time. Okay, a long fucking time. Yeah, so we know that things are changing. We know that the weather is changing. Oh no, it's only 90 today in Texas. Wow. Hmm. Yeah, I know, but I mean, here usually, it's warm. Uh, nothing is. It didn't happen. Spring never happened. Stuart, welcome to the Friday. Yes, to the Friday. Skull. Is it spring? Yeah, I thought about it. I don't know. Even if it's lackluster. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Just glad to be here. Glad to be here. Glad to finally not be lifting and moving and enduring, harsh environments and that go 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 go. Spring was last week. It's summer now. Yeah, right. Uh, I don't know. I guess our spring is turning into like a monsoon season here. Uh, hey, what's up, Joe? Joe Morgan. Uh, so yeah, we got another another day of wetness and stuff. I don't know. I'm eating cough drops. I find that it helps with the talking. You know, you get to that point where you know you're talking so much. I mean, that's all I do is talk, right? And you know, I read your comments and prep your pets. That's a very good one, Jim Bob. Prep your pets. You know, I've noticed that I've checked the stores of 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 my dog, and she's down to maybe 4 cases of food, and so I gotta get on top of that. I buy the big bags of kibble, you know, just for her, you know, whatever. Uh, FBJ acts on target. FBJ just saying. Aha. Let's grab our axes here, shall we? You never know. Anyway, uh, all right. Take care, Jim Bob. Thank you very much, man. Stopping by, hanging out with us. Uh, so, guys, check out Jim Bob. Usually I don't know what number are you on now, Jim Bob? As far as channel wise, uh, man, they keep taking him down. He is definitely over the target. True American Loretta, welcome to Lackluster Fridays. You'll span it out. Well, thank you, Jim Bob. Jim's a badass, guys. Check him out. True Crusader, and uh, don't count me more. Hey, right? You don't count anymore. Man, you know, I mean, everyone I try to find or everyone I come across, I sub to, and of course everyone that you come in here with, then I have to try to go back and turn you blue. Yeah, it's interesting. But yo, I get it. I get it. I get it. Mm. My hair is being unruly. Yes, yes. So put it back behind my head a little bit better. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like I got a haircut. Just like that. Over the radio at work, you know, the song "Get a haircut and get a real job. Clean your act up and don't be a slob." Everybody just looks at me like, "Fuck you guys." Leave me know. Okay, okay, all right, Jim Bob. Well, I mean, you've got a blue suit, I'm sure, somewhere in your repertoire. So you know that's up to you. That's pretty cool, huh? You got that. You got that choice if you want to go blue or just like this. Um, but yeah, yeah, Jim Bob is pretty cool. Um, oh yeah, so I remember my mom telling me, you know, because you know, when you get out of the military, there's this kind of transition. You know, even though I went right to work, well, actually, I took a year off after I got out of the Marine Corps and just traveled. Just me and a sea bag, and bad intentions, and just going wherever and squatting wherever. I mean, it was crazy where I was living at. But I had a great time, you know, and got to know myself again. But then even after that, I still know that transitionary period. So I find myself in a prison work after my gallivant, and then from pest control in the beach, I did all kinds of shit. So my mom was like, you know, you're a veteran. You should cut your hair and get that good job at the post office. I'm like, no, I am not working at the post office. Damn, can you imagine? Like, well, you know, the starting pay is like, thinking about it, hindsight being 2020, right? Hindsight being 2020. I could have retired right now. Deathclaw Jedi. So solar winds have no effect on the weather. It's all mankind's fault. Pull the other leg. Right, Deathclaw. How are you doing? Welcome to Lackluster Fridays. Uh, damn, I need to get on top of that, of the things. So I will try to do that this week. Joe, I will also try to get on top of that as well. So I have a list of things to do, and I will try to complete these tasks. It is very important for me to make a task, a task list, and complete it. So that's what I do at work, right? Uh, yeah, right, Joe Morgan. And it's funny you mentioned that. What's that guy's name? Peyton Manning. Yeah, and his dad, Aaron. That's all. That's all he did. Is they sat. They had a freaking theater, a home theater, with a projector screen and fucking stadium seats and all that. Uh, and and they would just sit there and watch movies, watch old games of them throwing or other games, and you could see them. It was like Mystery Science Theater, but all you see is this. You see Aaron and Peyton just doing this, and then a hand going up, or they go, they're watching the games, and they're playing as just, I mean, talk about badass. Uh, so it's interesting that you note that. Today's been one of those synchronicity days. Uh, just anything that anyone said is just like, oh yeah. uh, oh, one of my coworkers, he was talking about, oh man, this the stuff we're making is like tar because it's black, and it looks like tar, it does, but it's like rubber solvent, some other shit. And so he's like, and I'm like, wow, that's interesting you say that. In my new thing, I don't know if you guys have been watching it, Transmissions, A-4227. And so the resistance, I talk about the resistance in that story, and I've named them TAR, TAR, the American Resistance. And so it's this story of the future Shad is a ongoing and evolving kind of thing, and it's something that I approached this with just a hey, what's up, Ed? Yeah, I am too. It's and my next little project is to be like the resistance and have them make a video. It's something that like I said is evolving in the future. This story is evolving of the future of current events of today, right? So it's neither like I said, it's a work of fiction. Yes, Stuart. Yeah, or that could be, yeah, you could be right there, Stuart. But when you're faced with control, the actual absolute power and control of the world and all its inhabitants. So it's like, well, Auntie T, Charity is doing well. She's sleeping on the couch, watching me intently, and waiting for her fifth dog ear. Mm. Hey, what's up? What's up, Josh? Yeah, and so in this story, they've evolved to like the future is this dystopian 1984 Orwellian kind of thing, and it's obey kind of thing, and so the resistance has like started doing the exact same thing they're doing now as they started to infiltrate every aspect of the apparatus of control, and so that's because they did try to do a frontal assault and were just wiped off the map. Boom, done. 50,000 people dead. Hey, what's up, Metal? The The luster is lacking around here. That is good news indeed. Thank you very much. Uh, but yeah, and so there's a few things I've been writing down on the board as well. Diving into the rabbit hole. So check it out. Talk about it. We can talk about it. It's just things I've been. You make notes. You have to gather that intel and study the enemy and know every aspect about them so that you could more adequately affect their operations and ultimately lead to their demise. Anyway, hey, they have world domination. I have domination of world. New order. So hey, the world order, domination of the world order, or at worst, control over my own life and still have my freedoms. So yeah, yep. We all know. But I mean, hey, it could be all for naught. Or it could be that they, just wanted to do that one thing. Who knows these things? But we all know that is very ultimately a evil plot and plan. But I think that if we actually knew the truth, it would be too late. The thing is about lies and deception is even if truth becomes, is thrown in there, you don't know it till later. Once you're in the belly of the beast, then you're like, oh shit. Yeah, that one thing amongst the aliens and the lizard people. Damn, that one thing was the truth. Who knows these things, right? Who knows these things? We really can't predict the future, but we are a probability machine. So there's that. I don't know. Interesting to note. Interesting to note indeed. Definitely something to ponder. I don't know. But, once again, we have made it to the weekend. Oh, man. And unfortunately, this weekend, I'm broke. So, I mean, that happens, right? I mean, we work and we do the things and we accomplish things, but, then we run out of money. Yeah, check it out. Check it out there, Josh. Yeah, it's my. Yeah. That's a really good one there too. Yeah, I've put a lot of ruins on it here, Josh. Oh yes, I have one more spot for ruins. These are all younger Futhark, so if you are so inclined, you can decipher them for yourself very easily. But yeah, you also have to look into Old Norse so that that's how the runes were written. They were written from Old Norse into Younger Futhark, and vice versa. Actually, there was the runes. Actually, if you think about it, in the Viking culture, in the Norse culture, it appears, and this seems to be the general consensus. So you have this. This is Elder Futhark, and it's extensive. I love the transmission series, but it kind of scares me like Twilight Zone. Ooh, interesting. Auntie T, yeah, picture if you will. I love that. I used to love the Twilight Zone. But yeah, and it was very extensive. It was very long. There's a lot of letters, a lot of sounds. Of course, we don't know how Elder Futhark was made, was written or was spoken, because a lot of things are different. It was a different language. Like Odin, his name was Rodanas. Anyway, you've probably all heard this before, but there seems to be some kind of evolution that happened in the Norse world, and then they got Younger Futhark, which is a lot less letters, and so what happens is that they basically have no need for the written word. Stand down. Who is it? Oh, okay. Nope, stand down. Stay. Stay. I'll text you. All right, there. Thank you, Jay. Okay, it's okay. Yep. I'm back, folks. Just a little visit. I know, this is talk about lackluster Fridays. We do a lot of lacklustering, and that's part of it. Me disappearing. Here, Jerry. See, it's the last figure. Yeah, it is. There you go. Enjoy. Yeah. So, back to lackluster Fridays. Hey, what are y'all doing? What y'all talking about? So, yep. No notifications. Yeah. Sorry, folks. Just had a neighbor stop by, just to he was gonna hang out and chat. Hey, what's up, Virginia Roots? Hello, 420, 420. Nah, I mean, maybe, but no. So, I try to keep my notes clean. Yeah, good smell. Yeah, welcome to Lackluster Fridays, everyone. We just got paused. Really? Oh, I had to step away for a minute. Charity alerted to somebody at the door, so hey, I was like, oh shit, somebody's at the door. Where's my neighbor? Wanted to drink some beers, but hanging out with you guys, and maybe later we'll when we discuss things, we go through some things. And one of the newest things, what he was telling me, is that the new hey, what's up, Eric? The law enforcement letter goes out to everyone, informing them of who's new on the police forces. And he was telling me about this one Shanae lady with these nails and rings, and I'm like, yeah, you got a good point. How is she going to manipulate a firearm? How is she going to manipulate anyone? I mean, being a law enforcement, officer is you're required to be able to use your hands to subdue people and move people forcefully, but kind of safely. So how are you going to do that with these freaking Shanae fingernails? So that's a good question. I'm gonna have to check this out. definitely requires some investigation on my part. So I love it when and then of course, he was telling me about the big guy, the big new police guy. I was like, oh, that's the human shield. Everybody stands behind him, or he's the door blocker. Uh, Not got pause. We just paused. Nobody talked. We just listened to Charity talk while you were off camera. That's cool. Hey, Lackluster Fridays. Here you are. There you go. So, yeah. Sorry about that. A visitor. I mean, nails need to be short for cleanliness reasons too. That's right, Joe. And look at my nails. Yeah, to me they're long. I've been picking at them, and when you're working with your hands, and I remember when I was doing, in classes, if you guys go to the gym, if you roll, if you spar with people, if you're doing any kind of like self-defense shit, karate, kung fu, whatever, keep your nails fucking clean and short. Because the worst thing in the world, man, is when you're, manipulating somebody and you grab hold and you scratch them and, draw blood. It's like, oh, damn. Have some courtesy. I mean, this lady ain't got no courtesy, Officer Shanae. She ain't got it. Denise, what's up? Hey, Russ. Wow, rough recent past months. Missed y'all. Hope everything is all well, Denise. Thank you very much, and welcome to Lackluster Fridays. Congratulations, you made it through the month, the week, the year. The rest is now yours. It's all yours. Ours to discover and to enjoy. Right? That's what it's all about. Having fun. Yeah. So yeah, if you're hanging out and you want to check out some things I've written on the board, I just like to write things on boards. So you can check it out, look into it yourself. I've been looking into it, and definitely, I try to prepare now, like for Sunday reflections. My nails and cuticles are hit. Yeah. So I mean. Oh, I need to do this too here. I need to apply my Bloody Knuckles bombing cream, because my hands, man, they are cracked. And that's a good question, Joe. I present that to you. I have my own people I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about going to the Kenyan. I'm thinking about Killary, because they are relevant to right now. They're definitely relevant, and they definitely got a lot of blood on their hands. Another guy named Podesta. You guys know who I'm talking about? Podesta. Yeah. There seems to be a major connection. Oh, there he is. Look, right there. Yeah. Major connection to all of that. So, I find it. I find it very strange and very. I used to do that. I used to bite my nails. Okay, fun fact. As a kid, I used to bite my toenails. Yeah, bite my toenails. I hated having that feeling in your shoe. When you're walking and your toenail catches, and you're like, fuck. You're running. And I used to do a lot of barefoot stuff, as a kid. So I was a bit of a wild child. So just running to the woods, no shoes. Monty, hey, welcome to Lackluster Fridays. Stuff feels pretty good on the hands. It takes some time to work in though. Hoof and mouth disease. I never got it. I never got the hoof and mouth disease. And Tanya, hey, welcome. So, just truly amazing. But hey, like I said before, and that's where wisdom comes from, is being stupid in your. Oh, okay, there, Charity. My hands. You got to work my hands. But wisdom comes from being stupid and surviving it. It's that doing stupid things as a youngster, and then you grow into old manhood or old womanhood, and you're like, you look back and go, yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good teachable moment. I could use that. So, um, interesting. But Majik, yes, she is just inhaling a pig ear. So you heard a little hack there for a minute. You're supposed to chew your food. Yeah. She's like, fuck you. Do what I want. Right? Yep. So once again, we've survived the week. And the weekend is now yours. Unfortunately, I am too broke to do anything this weekend, and it's also going to be raining all fucking weekend. Ah, it's raining now. Which I mean, I still will get out, and do some kind of adventure. Yep, Charity, me and Charity both. Charity likes this kind of weather, even if it is wet. But I did notice, made an observation today that when on our walks, I had an umbrella, and I usually keep the umbrella for me and her so I can hold it over while she's doing her business, but she just wants to run. And so here I am holding this umbrella, like fuck, in the rain as my dog is just going crazy, getting into everything, chasing squirrels, and chasing scents. She's got a really good nose. And so we find raccoons, got to be careful of the raccoons. But, and another observation I found is that this year, especially this time of the year, we walk around the neighborhood in the morning, and so the raccoons descend, in droves. It's the raccoon horde, and everywhere you go at night is just they're up trees, they're into shit, hey, what's up, Barry? Yes, yeah, in Kentucky, we got it here in Cleveland all weekend. Yeah, great. Hey, water, right? Water. But we're like the cold wetlands. But this year, this time, we see like one a day. That's it. Usually coming out of the garbage can somewhere, looking at us like, oh shit, and running for life. Fisher cats sneaking around at night. Deer. What we got? Yeah, 2 geese. Wisdom, stupidity. Hood surfing on a pickup truck, 70 miles an hour on a highway in the 90s. God, yes, I've done it. You climb out and drive to the other side, someone slides over. Yeah, I should have been dead a long time ago. Yeah, we played that game on the old dirt roads at night, on the back roads of Tennessee. Chinese fire drill while driving. Yeah, and everybody just boop, 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 boop. Yeah, you had to get out. The one driving, he would just say, "You're next," and he would exit the vehicle, open the door, get out, climb around, stand on the hood, go in the back, go on the top of the truck, go on the back of the truck, and then everybody else was expected. So somebody was always driving. That was the thing, right? Because it's a windy road, so some straights. Yeah, Barry, that's another one. You got to do that. That's crazy. That was scared the shit out of you. But it's fun. It's fun and a great thing to learn, actually. Ace, how you doing? Welcome. Happy Fridays. Welcome to Lackluster Fridays. Where congratulations, you have made it through the week, and now the weekend is yours to do as you wish. Right on. Good evening to you, Mad Shad. Thank you, kind sir. Thank you very much, Tanya from Charity. What's up? Still looking for. I'm not giving her anymore. Boone's Farm, other Boone's Farm. Boone's. Oh, man, the fucking brutal hangovers of Boone's Farm. Yeah, Barry. Northern Karma. Yeah, well, yes. Welcome, Northern Karma. Absolutely, somebody should have. But sometimes there's a transitionary period. And so you could be on that thing and there's a curve coming up and you're like, well, is somebody driving? No, nobody's driving. Shit. Somebody drive the truck that we're on top of, please. And somebody, oh shit, okay. Now, mind you, you're probably stoned off your gourd, out of your gourd, or you're drinking as well, or both. And we're talking guys and girls, and everybody's just fucking getting into some meanness. In the middle of the night, 2 o'clock in the morning, surfing on trucks. Yeah, good times. Good times indeed. I told you guys the game of we went swimming in the water tower. That's pretty cool. Kind of dangerous, but cool. Bones in a bong in the 70s. Ooh, yeah. A lot of things are like, hey, let's do bong hits and do this. Hey, let's shotgun this beer really really fast and then do this thing over there. Oh, okay, that's a great idea. I remember there was a guy that it's a hard thing to do, and hey, we're all adults here, older adults, so I'm not condoning this, but damn, I'm not trying to influence anybody to do this, but Myrtle Beach, spring break, that's the fucking wildness. Hey, Auslander, good morning, good day, Semper Fidelis, yes, always, or Semper Fidelis, always high, always high full. There we go. Semper Fidelis. What was the other? Six Semper Tyrannis. I think we should have went with that, but anyway, Semper Fidelis. Hey, think about Latin, right? And then there's another Semper. I forget. Anyway, yes. Welcome, Auslander. Swimming in the water tower. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Swimming in the water tower. It's very, very, very strange because there might be a light. There's usually a light somewhere for the maintenance guy and a ladder that goes all the way down. So even if you're underwater, you can find the ladder. And yeah, if you hit on the side of it, it goes boom. But you can also go down at the end. There's this drain, right? At the bottom of the water tower is a drain. And guess what's down there is our shoes. Our one girl lost her pants and her panties and her shirt. And so if you get down to a certain point, everything just sucks in. And you have to be careful because sometimes that thing goes and opens up. And sometimes air, these big boom things of air, because that thing is not really that waterproof. It's not that watertight. So every now and then, I think maybe they do some kind of pressure thing. And so sometimes that big fucking drain goes bloop and burps. And you could be, who farted? Oh, no, it's the water system thing. And yeah, it's pretty cool to find graffiti in a water tower. Yeah, it was pretty neat, man. And this was all as kids, man, running around. So I don't know what kind of meanness and mischief that kids are getting into nowadays. But oh man, just the games we played. Hey, farts are a great source of amusement. Yeah, they are. Ooh, shit. I see hash in the beach. 16 fire and up, inhale off the end of the barrel. Woo, man, hashish. Woo, man. I like it, but man, yes, Tanya, I've done that. That is brutal. Absolutely brutal. Yes, we did that. Did that in the Marine Corps of all places. But oh yes, Tanya, yes, know it very well. I also went to the Basque Country, and there's interesting story there. And yeah, I mean, overseas they had like the old school Chinese apodiary, and these were hash bars, Kevin, hey, what's up? Yeah, basically northern Spain, and you can find them. You could find a hash bar in any place in Europe, any place black. Oh, Tanya, You want to kill me. That shit, I mean, it knocks me on my ass. I'm just like, boom, yeah. What's up? Uh, yeah, black hash, black tar. Man, uh, Macaminas, hubby bubbly working wonders, hubbly blubbly. Yeah, couch potato, freaking couch lizard. Just give me a bag of Cheetos and something wet. It doesn't matter what it is. I would drink it. It doesn't matter. It could be fucking motor oil, and I would drink it and enjoy it. Because you get some nasty. Oh man, the cottonmouth you get from hash, especially black tar, is brutal. It's a long lasting, can't get rid of freaking cottonmouth, and it's like Sahara Desert mouth, that kind of shit. Tar tongue, yeah. Um, I didn't get into much trouble in Cleveland Heights. Wow, okay, but moved to Cincinnati, and that's when all teenage hell broke loose. Wow, Barry. Amsterdam. I would have loved to go to Amsterdam, but I did the rest of the world too. But yeah, right on, Barry. Mackie bus, okay, Mackie bus. Denise is throwing out. Yeah. So Cleveland. I love Cleveland. I've been here for what? How long have I been here? Year and a half. But it reminds me of the town I grew up in Jackson, Tennessee. It's set up same way. The suburbia jungle, the inner city, all the jobs. I mean, you could get a job anywhere, in a plant, in a factory, whatever. And you could make fucking explosives over here at a place called Kilgore, and make like $25 an hour. But I mean, you could get shit. You could have a living, or you could live off grid. You could live off in the fucking boonies, be a hick, and then go to work in the big city and make big money. Steel plants, just all kinds of shit. But also a lot of craziness, a lot of crime. Only difference is it really, Barry? I mean, I'm very Denise is in Corinth. Barry, I like the diversity here. Everybody's got a different accent. You hear a lot of Midwesterns. You hear a lot of oh yeah, sure, don't you know, kind of shit. And then you got the park the car in the yard. I mean, it's a whole mixture of kind of thing, the dialects, if you will. So it's pretty neat, and you'll hear a lot of people, and not to mention the cultural diversity. Everybody's here. The biggest Ukraine settlement in the United States is here, Ukraine Village. There's Ukraine Village. There's Puerto Rico Village. There's Chinese Village. Swedish Village, Hungarian Village, and the food. Wow, badass. I mean, really, Dirty Scout, Dirty South, represent. Right. Hey, what's up, Highland Husky? We got Costa Maine from Tanya. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty neat, and I love the you guys up there. Yes, yeah. That's an interesting point, Auslander, because you only have two, right? You only have two. You only have two kinds of accents in Australia. And you know what? I was in Queensland and Weepen and Cairns. I'm a win-win. Hello, and I've noticed even if they were from somewhere else, they conform to the Australian accent. Everybody. It didn't matter. It didn't matter who they were. The only thing that mattered was how long they've been there. To be able to, hi, good day, mate, all black hell, well, the other I was going to say, Auslander, is the Aboriginal. But even the Aboriginals, when they speak English, they do it with an Australian accent. So, I'd have to say Australia and their language is. You go anywhere else in the world, and there's a fluctuation there, but Australia, everybody conforms. I mean, I was there for how long was I there for? 3-4 months, and even the guys I was with, the Marines I was with, they all started doing the Australian accent. And I've noticed that too, Auslander. Yeah. But that speaks to the time, that speaks to your choice, right? A lot of demographics they go with a notable choice, and that ties back into the Norse. And with the elder Futhark and the adoption of the younger Futhark, and the younger Futhark being something more simple, and the elder Futhark more complicated. And so, but they went with the more simpler type of language, where they were just like, hell, they didn't even write. you know, Very rarely do we find anything written in Younger Futhark. We find more written in Younger Futhark, but it was after the Viking Age, so after 1066. So it's kind of weird. But anyway, you notice, but Australia, I have to say that everybody conforms to Australian accent. Doesn't matter who you are. You could be Japanese. Oh, konnichiwa. Good day, mate. You're gonna do it. No worries, no worries. And I mean, the things you got to know, right? That's what you hear all the time. Or she'll be fine, mate. She'll be fine. You heard that a lot as Marines because we're just like, hey, let's fight. But they'll fight you too. Yeah, we got in some brawls in Australia. It was and it was pretty cool because it was yeah, it was like mano a mano kind of thing. It was weird, but we did get in a group against group. There's always that going on. Like Australia, when we were there in Queensland, which was a army town, the Shetlands. Ooh, it was an army town, the Australian army, and Queensland, and so everybody's there, all kinds of people and everything, and the army and their spouses or dependents, everybody, and so they're partying in the bars like we are, and somebody gets to talking shit, and everybody's like, "Well, motherfucker, I'm," 20 people stand up, and it's like, "Rah!" And you got the bartender go, "Just don't break my drinks, don't break the glass, please." And most of the places we went to, you get to noticing, you start looking at the furniture, and it's all like either cheap stuff or unbreakable stuff. You're like, "Oh man, we should have known." Or everything you drink out of is like plastic or styrofoam. You know, they even had like disposable the freaking little aluminum foil ashtrays. They were nice, but they crumple up. There's nothing to it. But that was your ashtray. But yeah, I mean it was great. It was a great time. Australia, 90 Kangaroo 95. When I was there, it was a great time. It was a great time, and I learned, okay, is that as all my other Dixie cups, yeah, all my other Marines were trying to talk in an Australian accent to be cool and to get the ladies. What the ladies actually enjoyed was our American accent. Like they would hear it and go, boom, panties drop. You know, damn, that's all I had to do. And of course, all I had to do was say, "Excuse me, ma'am, can I buy you a drink?" "Hi, can I buy you a drink?" And they're just like, "What?" They're freaked out. So I did notice that, obviously, and we took advantage of that. Yes. So us, but we all know things have changed a lot in Australia from those times, and it's sad for me. I mean, you guys know I've been all over the world, did all kinds of stupid shit, mostly with the Marine Corps. Carolyn, yeah, right. The exercise with the USA, are they still happening? I don't know. I don't know, Auslander. We used to do, and that was the thing I was doing, was I was doing the big dog and pony show with the New Zealand Army, the Australian Army, and obviously us. Moonshot, hey, the United States Marine Corps, and it was called Kangaroo 95. And so it must have went on before that and carried on. That's a good question. I'm gonna have to look into that, Auslander. But they did it, and at that time, 95, it was a joint training operation to war game the possibility of China attacking. So even then, back in 95, they were worried about China. So it's interesting, and to see all this play out in the places that I've been, man, it's kind of surreal and sad. Was already in the oh no shit, you went, damn, Auslander. Yeah, you went to the Balkans. Damn, brother. Hmm. Hey, man, right on. Here's to you. Heard it was a shit show. Silver Bullet. Yeah. I of course, went to another shit show in Africa. That's a shit show. Like, literally. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah. Yeah. I was afraid to breathe the air. It was bad. Of course, they were having a civil war and it was a lot of fighting, but man, China has way too much hold on the world considering their human rights record. Yeah. Hey, what's up, 101? Hey, everybody say hi to Prepper 101. I like the cross gun thing. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the hard way. Yeah. And yeah, did you guys check out Prepper 101 on the Angry? Right on. That was pretty cool, man. That was pretty cool. Yeah, please, everybody, drop your links, share, sub to everyone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what I did, and that's what I've done. Is just boom, 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 sub, sub, sub. You know, and a lot of you guys are professional YouTubers, so that's all you do. You know, and you guys are super duper at it. So that's what I do. I mean, in the beginning when I had a lot of time, I would just boom, 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 just sub. Um, and you know, you learn the tricks, you know, and this is just simple shit. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more tricks to it. A lot of these crazy creators out here, they know the analytics and all that craziness. I don't, you know, but I know if you like, share, subscribe, and comment, it kind of like cements you in there. Uh, you're all really husky. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. It was really good. Very good interview. Um, you probably had the whole world of all like I was like 300, 400 people in chat going yeah. So you know it's very good. I try to hide it as much as I can, but you know it's very good and very refreshing to hear, you know, some. So. Because we all need that, right? We need that fire in our ass, and that to we need a kick in our ass. We need a fire in our belly to ignite that fire in our belly to say, you know what, fuck this shit, man. We got this. That's right. Every day, never forget. Yeah, you got to hear that voice. That voice will guide you. It's your primordial freaking, you know. That's it. No, Saw a man that we know. Not Geo cable station earlier, right? Um, and it's all about igniting that in everyone else too. So I mean that's pretty cool, and that's how it is. We motivate each other. Hoorah! That's right, Moonchild. Uh, so yeah, I was digging into hoorah. I don't know if Josh is still in here, but you know, I thought it was Turkish for kill, coming from um, the the Tripoli when the Marines took Tripoli against the pirates, and it was a fierce battle. But the Marines eventually won. That's where we got the Mamluk sword, which was used. Can you imagine going to war with that thing? A kind of a saber rapier kind of thing. That was your weapon plus a pistol, and let's go. There might have been, I'm pretty sure somebody carried an axe or a hatchet. But you know, that was your weapons, and let's go. If maybe somebody was a designated marksman and he had a rifle, he had a bayonet. So you know, and it was. Up, let's do it again. Oh, hold on, you're getting too close. There you go. Butt stock that one. Okay, finish loading. Okay, aim, and boom. Big puff of smoke. Lots of yelling, lots of explosions, lots of, you know, people getting stabbed. The story is that the Marines used psi warfare and knew that the pirates knew Turkish, and that the word Turkish for kill is ura, because they would hear them. They had like a lot of people actually had a similar war cry, unya, unya, ufya. You know, it was the Russians. A lot of different people had this "oorah" kind of sound, but it was confirmed that that in I think it was 60s, whatever. I forget the guy's name, and you guys, you historical Marines can help me out on that. But this guy was definitely fucking badass Marine, Special Forces, Lieutenant Colonel guy, special, that kind of early stuff. And he was diving. He was going out a torpedo tube in a submarine, and he said that when they were getting ready, they would be in their ready position, their standby position, getting ready to go in the tubes. They would hear the klaxon, "Auga, auga," and so that's what his war cry was, because that meant, okay, get your ass up and get in the fucking torpedo tube now. You're being deployed, and that was the deal. And so that's where the name. And then later on, he became a drill instructor. Through his billeting, after a while, and that's what he used in I think it was Parris Island too. So I mean, there's a lot of history there too. So this guy that's where he introduced auga, and I don't know, it probably was kind of catchy back in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s, but then it turned into oorah. So an interesting little Marine Corps history that they found out, they've always, maybe I'm just the only one finding this shit out years later after I got out of the Marine Corps. But yeah, interesting indeed. I wonder what kind of history we will hear about in the future. Hillbilly Homesteader 1776. Welcome to Lackluster Fridays, man. Welcome. Oh, there's Leslie. Give me liberty to give me death. Yep. Congratulations. We made it through the week. We survived the week. We got a lot of shit done throughout the week. That's the thing, too. We accomplished a lot. Because I'm pretty sure I know all you people. And you guys are industrialists. You're out there doing the things. You're moving things. You're working. Working, and what are we working for? We're working to sustain ourselves and the ones we love, and to carry on into the future and forward, right? Youper, all right, hey, Youper MD, what's up, man? And so that's what we do. We work hard, we sacrifice, we break things and tear things on our body, and we just keep going because we know that there's a goal. Yeah, and that's the thing. That's it, right? Right, Barry? Tired as hell, and that's when you enjoy the fruits of your labor, Cleaning out the shop, enjoying some homegrown finest. Yum, yum. Yeah, man, you got a lot. Nunya, you got a lot to do. Nunya's got this. You guys check out Nunya, Texas in the back 20. He's got a lot to do. So having all that land and sustaining yourself that way is a lot of work, but it's also enjoyable, right? You get to do shit. You get to do stuff that is cool, and even in between, So I can only imagine the sunsets you have over there, Nunya, Texas. Beautiful, a beautiful country, man, beautiful. The clones smell good. Yeah. But yeah, you guys do that. Yeah. I remember those things back in the day when it was not the thing. Somebody was doing it, and you could make some money doing it. You get some hookups, but they always got busted, or they left. Now you hear about the cartels that go upon the national forest land, do their operation, camp out there basically, do their operation, harvest, and then haul ass through back. Like Shad, the like Shad button. Everyone press the I like Shad button. Yay! Thank you. After all those tots, take care. All I have to call. Oh God, see about his boy working for me over the summer. Wow, check that out. Gonna point the boy up on a 410 JD with a dump rake for the hay field. Oh, damn, Deathclaw. Woo. Yeah. Hey, good luck, man. Hope it all pans out. Make sure he's got some broad shoulders, and he's young and spry. So yeah, but he's going to be driving. But I mean, there's a lot of work involved in that too. I've been the guy that was, you can make as a 15-year-old or a 16-year-old, you can make $100 a day just going out there and doing that. Helping with the hay, because that's a lot to do. They got to get that shit up. They got to get it in the barn or wherever they're getting it to, so they can feed their animals and so it doesn't rot on the ground, right? So a lot of work, and it's crunch time. So I've seen the are you I don't know, Duff Claw, if you're going to do the big bales, or you're going to do the big round things, or you're going to do the little things there. Diesel 575. Yep, but take care, Duff Claw. Thank you very much hanging out with us. I hope that you have a great weekend. And I think it was Duff Claw that named the axe the Mad Judge. So it will be Older Dumari in younger Futhark right here. So yeah. I still got some room here. I got room on this side, and I got room all the way to the back side. It's just going to be a challenge to get to that angle and carve. Obviously, the flat side is easier to mark up and carve because it's flat. This is like look at that surface. That's you gotta have a steady hand. And, oh shit! You fuck up, you're off the side. Yeah, anyway, yeah. I like carving. I mean, it's not really carving. It's just making marks in some varnish. But it seems to be holding up. It seems to be working. It is, Joe. It makes a difference. It changes. It changes the whole dynamics of an axe. Before I had a little hatchet. That I could possibly do some kindling. If I really swing it really, really hard, I could do some damage to meat, to a meat suit. But now it's guaranteed. It is absolutely guaranteed, because you can really imagine swinging a baseball bat with an axe head on it. That's kind of power and speed that you got with the longer axe handle. And plus, you can also it's good. It's nice and sturdy, and defensive wise, you can do a lot with. You can also use it for crowd control. You want to move somebody. You can butt. I mean, same thing with the Marine. With the rifle training. Same thing applies. You could do the butt stock. Straight in or upwards or downwards. If you want to hook, you can do a hooking motion. And guess what? You got this. Boom. And all you have to do is just switch your grip and move your body, and that's it. The blow is delivered. So. And the axe was always it's a very offensive weapon. So Mrs. Ghetto, hey, welcome to Lackluster Fridays. What's up? Yeah. But I mean, that's just study on that and work. It's lots of fun. Lots of fun. It's definitely not something, and you learn that when you're chopping wood and cutting, hewing. That was what the Old Norse would say. Hew down. Hew down many foemen. You guys probably heard that one. Hegva manok anan. But anyway, you got me talking about Norse shit, axes, which is a good topic. All unused bones for artist purposes only. Wow, that's pretty cool. Build like a like a fence with nothing but bones, an actual fence that works, with a little gate on it. Yeah, that would be kind of like, wow, that's pretty cool, but creepy instead. All similar 3 to 4 pots. Yeah, and I know you guys are getting that good weather. We do have storms coming through though, so that's going to affect your crops a little bit. So guard yourself for that. And yeah, the sunset. Wow, Tanya, badass. It's too. Here we get some interesting sunsets, beautiful sunsets, but it's overcast. Yeah, I can imagine, Tanya. Enjoy the the sunset, Tanya. Yeah, enjoy. I remember going to Key West, you know, and everybody went to the Land's End or into the world or something, the bar, and they had a big balcony, and that's where you seen the sunset and all those iconic pictures of the sunset. They all come from Key West because you're looking right out, across the ocean, and you get to see all that effects and whatever clouds. It's very badass, panoramic. I mean, it's badass, and you're sitting there with a drink, and everybody tries to make it. It's like a race. You start at one bar on Duval. It's not really like a Duval crawl, but you start at the east end somewhere, depending on how far you think you can make it. And you go from bar to bar to bar to bar and drink. And next thing you know, it's a whole bunch of people doing it. And then everybody pours in for the sunset at one bar. I mean, talk about location. And yes, they take full advantage. Outdoor, indoor, everybody's in your face. There's always a waiter or a waitress in your face. Here you go, drink, give me money, boom, done. It was crazy to watch, man. Beautiful though, beautiful. So yeah, sunsets. It's all about perspective, right? Where you're standing on this earth, on this brown ball, when you see that extremely hot and bright thing millions of miles away, burning. There's a big ball of fire out in the middle of nothing, and that's why we are alive, because of our location in relationship to this big burning ball of fire. Which really actually isn't that big if you look at how stars are. The star family. We're kind of we're not the smallest, but we're not the biggest. That's for damn sure. And the biggest seems to be the norm, and the smallest. In between is kind of few and far between. But interesting though, right? Interesting. Now I get to sit down and think and think about that. And now I'm not focused on work, because that's what we do, right? Throughout the week, we focus on work, the task at hand. What are we going to do to complete it? And by lunchtime, you've already planned your next day. That's that kind of work. You're like, fuck. That's work, and you got to work towards that goal and that completion. And that completion just means that you've got more to complete, right? So on the weekends or your weekday or whatever your time off is, I'm not Christian, but I do like to keep the Sabbath. I do. I like to do nothing. Rest. I mean, it's a great idea. Rest, relaxation. Klingon princess. Hey. Oh, the bra's off and she's got a glass of wine. All right. Now that is the weekend, That's when your weekend begins, right, Klingon? Ladies, I mean, men, you've probably seen your wives, your girlfriends just come in through the door. They've been working their ass off. Their perfume is now mixed with a little bit of BO. And their shirts are kind of sticking to things, to their skin. And they just, I've seen it. I've had girlfriends. As soon as they come through that door, brawl, and it comes shooting out somewhere, out from under one sleeve, and hits the wall, hits the cat, and you just see them go from to That's got to be some release right there, I can liken that to being, with a lot of kit. A lot of you guys that wear kit, you remember that kit? You're strapped in. Everything is strapped in, and you can't move. This is you moving. And it's like 70, 80 pounds of shit, and you're strapped in there. I mean, elbow pads, knee pads, helmets, and body armor, and the gear on top of that, and at the time, flak jackets, and god damn it, your boots are strapped, everything's strapped. So the greatest joy for a man at the end of the day, or after any kind of like just, you know, thing that we were doing, is to take all that shit off. Even the socks, you know, it was a pair of shorts and a pair of flip flops, and that's what you did. That's how you did your weekend, and with a beer. And if somebody, you know, whatever, you know, hey, you said something, you just throw in a shirt. Boom, weekend. Weekend in the barracks. Welcome. Knee pads. My junk shrivels every time I hear caramel ass, mama. What? Caramel ass. Camel ass name. Oh, okay. I get you, Joe. I get it now. Yeah. Where'd she go? I forget where she went. It was kind of funny. Yeah. Yeah, they're running around they're being bold, aren't they? I mean, Pelosi went to freaking went to Europe. Did she? Klingon. I didn't hear about that. No shit. Shorts, flip flops, sit down. The man. Yes. Yeah. Well, you don't care. You don't give a shit. You know, you're trying to relax. You know, drink a beer. Your bones are aching. Your muscles are screaming. You know, I remember having to like. I still had indentations in my body and my skin that didn't go away for like a whole day. And of course, we all know, you Marines out there, you gotta. How long did it take you to get away from? I still have it. Damn it. The boot band, the permanent boot band marking on your legs, because you wore boot bands. Your boots were always laced up, and you had this permanent ring around your calf, like your lower calf. Fuck. That's restriction on a years level, right? It just sucked. But we had fun, right? Child's Play movies. Oh, that's funny. I have not heard this. Sake, huh? Somebody drank the sake. Finally. I know there's a guy. It's a little nerdy guy. I forget his name. But he's like with the defense part. He's like the defense version of Saki. I forget who he is. But he's the one that reports on all that shit. Yeah. Now we get to ponder all that stuff. And we're going to have to check that out now. Klingon, drop a link. Husky. Wow. Well, okay. I know something about that, actually. It did not perform as expected, and people died. Yes. So that was the thing about it, is that the Dragon Scale was supposed to be the premier, top tier, fucking most evolved form of body armor that was superior and take multiple hits, because they took titanium and ceramic and melted it together in such a way that the consistency and mixture of it could be made into little bitty things like this, little rings, and they were layered like scales of a dragon, and they could take multiple hits, and they were supposed to be superior, and they gave you some kind of mobility. Problem is they were a little heavy. They were extremely heavy. So some of them were like 20 to 25 pounds. Damn, that's a lot of weight, and people were dying and getting exhausted. When the military bitches, they bitch. Yeah, we paid for the hustle, and that's the thing, is let's go there too. That route is that they started finding there was a inconsistent mixing of the titanium and the ceramic that a bullet could take advantage of and go right through. And so there was a flaw in the design, and they still sold them, and you could still get them on Amazon. Ontario Prepper, hey, what's up? And a lot of generals and a lot of special forces bought into this. So when they start bitching, when JSOC says, oh, no, we don't like this shit. You sold us some fucking lemons. We're going to get your ass. and that's what they did. So that's what opened it all up. But yeah, no, you're better off with going with AR 500. But now body armor, you can get the polypropylene, which is super lightweight and can take multiple hits. But it's really fucking expensive. But 3 pounds, 5 pounds, that for a plate, that's great. That's great. You don't want anything more. And they were talking about 3 pounds. There's some that you can get multiple hit for. Thin, very thin though, for lower calibers, up to 5.56, I believe, for cheap, rather cheap. And there's so many of them, so many different. Steel has a 20-year shelf life. Well, it's still a steel, but yeah, at the NJ, what do you call it, NJP certification, but it's steel. So it's pretty badass as a stopper, freeze dried or canned. The thicker the steel, the heavier the steel. So yeah, that's the fight, isn't it? Is to try to find that super thing. And you guys remember graphene when they came out with graphene? That was the idea that they were going with, is that you could literally wear a T-shirt and that would stop a bullet. Like any bullet, any size, didn't matter, the kinetic energy, whatever it was, it would be stopped because it was graphene. It was the strongest substance in the fucking universe, and they made it into a little bitty sliver of a thing that could be woven. Well, of course, we know about the graphene oxide as well, and the properties that has. Anyway, I probably shouldn't have said that one, but graphene was supposed to be this wonder material, super conductive, and no, I do not, Joe. Yeah, I mean, that in theory, that's what it could have done. Where are the dragons? Okay, give them a fair shot, Ace, right? Okay. Nothing is bulletproof. And it's true. Nothing is bulletproof. I mean, we've all seen the studies. Apartment prepper, hey, what's up? What's up? And so you think about the what a bullet can go through, and you're like, oh shit, and which bullets go through which bullet, what material? There's always those tests. So nothing is bulletproof. They came out with a bulletproof tank. We came up with an anti-tank bullet. Okay, there's a hole in it, and everybody sucked out the other one. But okay, apartment prepper. I mean, I'm like, I prep an apartment too, and one of my preps as well is to think tactically. How can I harden how hardened is my structure, and what is it hardened against? Are my walls going to be able to stop a 9mm, a 5.56? Are they going to be able to stop a 7.62 by 39? What are the capability? What is needed to defeat my hardening, my fortifications? So, obviously, big holes in the walls, like windows and doors made out of glass. That's a hole in the wall, and so you got to figure out, how I'm going to plug that hole in the wall or take advantage of it. Make like some murder holes, and whatever. Yeah, that is it. I mean, that's metal for breakfast. Yeah. The Teflon bullets, and they're always trying to come up with something new, and that's the way it works. They've tried explosives against bullets. That new explosive armor that they were testing for the vehicles in Afghanistan and Iraq, it seemed like it would work, but it didn't. It was still able to be defeated, in certain instances. That's right. Every day, never forget. Every day, never forget. There are people still trapped in Afghanistan. Ferdinand was wearing armor for real, but was shot in throat. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, that's something that you gotta realize. I could be I can what is cover and what is concealment, and what if it hides their view, but if they know you're there, they can still just hit you right through the wall if it's wood and drywall, whatever brick. You got brick, you can still get rounds through that, especially through the mortar, and the brick is not consistent, but it is a good stopper against certain calibers, certain types of weapons. But it still has its disadvantages. It's very crumbly, and when it cracks, concrete block, reinforced concrete block with rebar, and then something that then you look into your building structure of how, okay, I've got insulation, I got some wood, I got some paneling, and then I've got nice looking gypsum drywall. So, but then on top of that, you could put something in that layer, and help it know that, okay, I can get behind this side and not that side. So doors, doors are not bulletproof. They're not. A lot of your doors are not bulletproof. Silver bullet. I never really took something about being radioactive. Wow. What? The silver bullet. Oh yeah, the silver bullet. I remember something, but I don't know much about it though. But yeah, it wasn't all that, right? So there. I mean, dragon scale. That, and it was expensive. Oh man, I mean, it was top dollar expensive. Whew, like thousands of dollars. Depleted uranium. I mean, beautiful how a little depleted uranium, tungsten, steel cores, 50 cal. Yeah, yeah, Ace. 50 cal. I mean, the 50 cal is a bad motherfucker. I mean, it's just that if you had time and ammo, you could destroy anything with a 50 cal. I mean, just and I'm gonna need some more ammo for this this concrete wall over here, this high rise, but I can get it done. My apartment building is a former hospital. It's a solid building we lived in. Still has we feel safe. Right, apartment, and think about that too. Is in your here in Cleveland, right? A lot of snow, a lot of extreme weather, a lot of rain, a lot of weight. So the construction, it has to endure all that, as well, you know. But yeah, the disadvantages. Gas. Is there gas running through? How's the power, set up? So apartment prepper. I've always done this. It's always doing a area study, and because yeah, we're in our part. I'm in my little box, right? But I'm still dependent. I'm safe in my little box, but I'm still dependent on the outside world to keep me alive, keep me afloat, keep the lights on, keep the air conditioning on, all my food, my refrigerator on, all that. So I need to figure out how that works. That's how I look at it, is how all that works. How does this building, which is mine now, get power? How does it get heat? And how is the drainage system? What does the roof look like? Is it leaking? I just found out that they had a fire. They had a tragic fire here a bunch of years ago, and burnt like 50 rooms. Even though they're whole. I'm in a hole in a box, very big box. Of concrete and rock and steel and sturdy. I mean, I did the research on this place. Like you said, you're in an old hospital, which are usually hardened as well. This was this whole area was a Nike site. Well, first, this area of Cleveland was the foremost missile defense. Fat man prepper. Judge lied to me, said he would give us judgment by end of day today, and he hasn't. Oh, damn, fat man. Yeah, you check out fat man's dilemma he's going through. But he's fighting it. You're fighting it. But yeah, they're going to drag their feet, aren't they? They're going to drag. That's one of their tactics. That's a great tactic. It gets you infuriated. You know, Miyamoto Musashi did that a lot. He would going into battle. I mean, that's kind of how I look at it. You know, the Art of War or the Book of Five Rings. Miyamoto Musashi, check him out. But he would challenge somebody to a duel, talk a bunch of shit, say I'm gonna kick your ass, I'm gonna kill you with my samurai sword because I'm the best. I heard you're the best, but I'm really the best, so I'm gonna kill you and prove that I'm the best. And that's kind of thing they did in Japan for fun. So um, he does that, and it was a formal thing. Everybody did this shit. You know, it was a formal thing with rules, and so that's what he would do is he would purposely be late to the duel, and the person waiting that had been there like an hour or 5 hours, or he would do that shit. You say, okay, first light in the morning, we'll have the duel, and he doesn't show up till dawn, till high noon. And then the guy would be infuriated, mad, and how dare you? And everybody's in witness, right? You know, you got these witnesses and judges, and you know, maybe you usually have one attendant because somebody has to get rid of the bodies, and sometimes both people would die. Rage in the cage. Hey, brother, great to see you, Ben. Catching the transmission is going on a walk in the woods right now. Badass, Rage in the cage. Hell yeah. Video that shit, man. That shit is badass. I love that shit. Harvest Merry Moon. Hey, welcome to Lackluster Fridays. So, where was I going with that? I forget. I forget what tangent I was on. I don't know, fat man. I don't know. I was thinking this guy. Where is he? Yeah, this guy. Tom Podesta. I don't know. Maybe Killary. Maybe the Kenyan. The Kenyan is looking really, really good right now because he is very relevant. You know, I use the Kenyan in the Monkeyworks reference. So if you guys are Monkeyworks fans, I like that, and it works actually. Oh, YouTube CEO? What? Ooh. Oh, that was a good one too. Fat Man Prepper. Yeah, YouTube CEO. Yeah, also a young global college leader, world leader. She went to the world leaders vocational technical school. So with Klaus, yeah, she did. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Absolutely crazy. And stupid. So, you know, I don't know. Was your attention how he would stir the emotions of his enemies? Yes, Jay Bell. And that plays in. Now, hopefully, they help Fat Man Prepper to either understand and to use as a tactic as well. They use that. They do that shit. You know, they know they can wait, and they know it infuriates you, and they know that when you're infuriated, you're going to make a mistake, and they can capitalize on that. So it is a tactic being used against you, and that's why I hate bureaucratic. I just fucking hate it because that tactic, man. You know, I just can't walk in there like this. Hey, I want my fucking license right now. Okay. Yes. You should shove a fucking thing on your face. Right, fat man. I mean that's a possibility that they are talking it over. You know, can we win? No, we can't. Okay, so how does he win? So they'll pick the way that you win. It's kind of fucked up situation, isn't it? You know. But if you can work the magic, which I know you are, Mr. Fat Man, you're badass. I just squeaky the toy. Here comes the charity. DC is going to run out eventually. Nothing lasts forever. Yeah, they know that too, Harvest Merry Moon, and that's why everything's being ramped up. Yeah, really is, Husky. They're ramping things up. They are ramping it up. You know, they're They're talking about 14 fishes now on their 17-step plan. So they're at 14 by 2030. They expect to be done before 2030. When we also know that something has to happen before 2024, right? So that's why we're going through what we're going through. So the timeline's been broken down. And yes, if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you will eventually. So because the T man comes in and something has to be that has to be taken care of somehow on their end. They have to think about how that's going to work. If he wins, it could be a different ballgame. But if he never wins, if he never even makes it, if he never, so you could think about that, on that aspect too. I know he's got his own army. He's got his own freaking army, and plus the Secret Service. So he's well protected. How about Yes, yes, yeah, Ace. Okay. What are they calling it? Yeah, what's the name of this place? Disinformation Board. Disinformation Governance Governing Board. The DGB. DGB rhymes with KGB. Anyway, just an observation. Eerily similar, I would say. So, yeah, and we see this, and I'm laughing at it, but that's what they're doing. Damn, that's the game they're playing. Well, shit, y'all don't remember this game? When we get to play our game, hey, what's up, Pete? What's up? Man, I used to do that all the time. That was the thing. You'd call out, what you doing, man? What you doing? Nothing. What's up? What's up? What's up? Everybody did that shit. It was crazy. And of course, my friends would go, bud, mine's, Right on, yeah. Drop your links. Hey, Pete, drop your links. Roaming Prepper. Fishes. 14 fishes. Terra. What the fuck's it called? Terramar. So yeah, you want to go there. Citizens of Terramar have basically claimed the ocean, which is 72% of the planet, if not more, right? And all the water. Plays in the watch the water thing. They are the water. So they are claiming sovereignty over all. And they're that number 14 is to live underwater. So yeah, check that out, especially on the WEF website and stuff. S more, hey. That's pretty good, Fat Man. I mean, are you have they tried to settle with you? But they can't, can they? They have to use whatever. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how that works. I can see kind of how it works. I remember when I was going through the judge magistrate stuff in South Carolina, trying to not get evicted. But they countered my offer with this. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, so yeah, you're at the offering stage. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yep. And I get it, and I've been a part of that. What is his name? Pavlak. Yes. I lived in a house that had been a rental property in South Carolina on the beach. Beautiful place. All kinds, everything. S more. Right now, it's property stuff. I got 3,000 for me and other tenants to split. Oh, really? Oh, that kind of sucks. But hey, that's $3,000. Basically, they're paying you to leave. Right? But I remember that the owner of this long-term property I lived at for years had beautiful trees on it. You know, just a little slice of heaven in Myrtle Beach, and in the area, not far from the beach, not far from, just great backyard, front yard, trees, front porch, and cookouts, and all kinds of shit. And we were fishing and working, of course. So you had the best of both worlds, and partying, But they sold to, and what they were doing. This guy came by and said, "Hey, I'm your new owner. I'm a famous lawyer in this area, and don't worry, we're just going to continue. Feel free to acknowledge that we will acknowledge your lease for as long as whatever. So just continue to pay as you're paying. Don't worry about it. It's all good." And then we're like, "Oh, okay, cool, great, thank you. Load off our shoulders. Thanks for letting us know and stay in here." And so one day, actually a month after eviction notice were filed, they had sold the place, and we were to vacate the premises right away. Well, it was a notice to vacate, and then the owner himself came out and going, "Hey, you got to get the fuck out of here." And we're like, "Hold on, let me make a phone call." Oh, 5 days to notice to vacate. Judge Magistrate, what does that mean? Oh, you have 5 days to notice to vacate before they evict you or sign the eviction papers for whatever reason, And I'm like, "Oh, okay, so how do we do that? What happens then?" And she's like, "Oh, well, you can file an injunction for up to 15 months. And then, of course, she got into the whole punitive damage thing, which she advised me on, and I was like, "Whoa, damn!" I was like, "No, I don't think it's that, but it is that they, who it is, and everybody knows who it is. A famous lawyer in the area that bought up properties, and as soon as we left, got out of there, they knocked the place down. Boom, just they strip mined it. All the trees were gone, all the beautiful trees." The house, everything gone off the lot, and they were just going to sell it as a lot, to someone or whatever, and make a fucking fortune. So which they did. They were in bed with a what's up, Garsman? They were in bed with a construction company, a lawyer company in property, and a construction company, and all these super badass fucking high rise. What do you call them? Condos and shit start popping up, and they all look the same. They're all done by the same group, And the next thing you know, bam, everybody is at the beach, spending bukus of money, getting people rich. That's the way they did it on a grand scale, which was pretty smart. But few eggs had to be broken along the way for their progress, and I was one of them. I love that place. Yeah, just made bulkhead. Yeah, these guys, these I hate cookie cutter housing. Yeah, and I did and of course, what comes with that though is jobs, jobs that involve working on this thing or making this thing. Hey, Cha-Cha. Hey, Sean sent you right on North Shore. Right on. Well, welcome to Lackluster Fridays. Welcome. Congratulations, you survived the week. The weekend is now yours. Enjoy. So we're just hanging out, enjoying. We're talking about everything from banksters and lizard people, aliens, to now we're talking about property, rental properties, and all kinds of shit. So I mean, it's Lackluster Fridays. Another week, and we didn't die. That's and I didn't kill anybody either. So that's a good idea. That's a good thing too. I didn't hurt nobody along my way, along my journeys, my travels, my works. Oh man, I remember that one guy came really, really close. Remember that time I almost, walked into a freaking forklift. Oh yeah, that time. Or like 4,000 pounds were about to fall on my head, and I had to move. Oh okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah. So a lot of things. We survive. We thrive on surviving. Ah, Guardsman, I'm still at work. Yeah, that's hey, right on, brother. Right on. You got to get it in. Get it in while you can. And so that's what's happening here too. Is we're getting overtime. Everybody's getting overtime. Everybody's ramping up, right? Um, you can go right now into some any place in Cleveland, around Cleveland, and get a job, 15, 17 an hour, uh, in these plants and stuff, anywhere and everywhere. So many jobs here. Um, it's pretty cool, and it's been that way for a long fucking time. You know, wow. I must have more drink. Grab a tasty beverage. It's Friday. It's a bad night when you have to drink water. uh, that's a beautiful X you have there. Thank you very much. Ace. Yep. Same when I try to hold my tongue. YouTube is a butch. Yes, they are. They're trying to censor everything and stop the flow. I mean, DGB? I mean, the DGB. And yeah, Cha-Cha, I don't know where you're from. If you're in the Kanakistan North region of North America, um, you know, our governments have been together and I like that, Guardsman. Together in bed, in cahoots, and helping each other out for a long time. Right, fat man? Oh, okay. Washington State. Okay. Oh, wow. Beautiful place, I'd imagine. If you're out away from, the cities. But even the cities are pretty cool. And I think that Cleveland is like some areas of downtown are modeled after like uh, places in Washington State. The cop crushed Hong Kong. The CCC crushed Hong Kong. Hmm. Everybody gets censored. Yeah, aren't we all though, Cha Cha? Aren't we all? And they know it. They've been knowing it. They just continue to distance themselves from it. Uh, Metal. Y'all didn't catch that? Okay. Guardsman. Yep, Blaine fucking with you. Eric. But that's what it is. It's going to get to that point. Is it? I mean, is it going to get to that point where, it's going to just go blank? They do that shit. They do that shit in China. Motherfucking beep, mother beep beep beep, fucking shit, fucking beep. Yeah, that was the FCC's thing, George Carlin talked about the 7 bad words, so you couldn't say that shit. But if you long live the fucking card, long live Kanukistan, yeah. But they share information. The two countries, they've been sharing information and intel and support. We're talking direct joint support, military support, with each other for a very long time. We have bases there. We got missile bases. They're our first line defense. They're an integral part. The stuff that we got up in there, missile defense and stuff and early detection. They have the best early detection of that area going north, which is what a LOA or AO an avenue of approach, an AOA, yeah, an AOA that anybody could exploit, especially the Russians and their capabilities. So, Turkey. Turkey has one. Oh, fuck. We should take over that country and name it Chicken. I love that joke. No, that was a Canadian joke because that was a. I remember this now. This was a comedian that said it, and that said that Canada should just go and invade Turkey and call it Chicken. That would be funny. But that's exactly what they and us are doing. So that's kind of ironic how that works. Yeah. Oh shit, Ontario. So they've been working together. That's even creepier. That's more cringe. You know, more cringe to it. But that's the truth, right? That is the truth. And now we have how many broken arrows? Yeah. Mm. I tell you what, I mean, I went to a wild place in Africa. And when I talk about wild place, it was fucking wild. These guys were hopped up on every drug you could possibly imagine. They were running around with technicals and guns and craziness, doing whatever they wanted to, just getting fucked up and fucking people up. Apparently, that's what they do for fun in Africa. Uh, you know, war cringe, the new sexy. Yeah. I mean, these guys were cracked out of their fucking minds, you know, and they were tatted up and had bones in their noses and claymore mines strapped to their tongues, to their face. I mean, they're fucking crazy, doing meth, shooting fucking guns, shooting at anything, didn't care, driving around, blowing music blaring. They were not the most stealthy of all, but they were just like they were your coked out fucking marauders. They were. I got to see them. It's true. They exist. Uh, I liked the way that they dressed. Um, it, you know, they would take like I seen one had a flak jacket, a flak jacket like I had, the old military flak jacket, but it was cut off right at the belly, and so he made like a little vest out of it. And he had all these pins, and he had a little baby doll that was impaled on his chest. That is spray painted. I mean, it was very dystopian. Some shit. Like Far Cry, that game, Fallout. You talk about the those cracked out marauders, man. They were just fucking shit up in a war zone, having fun. And sometimes they would be the ones that were not really fucked up, that maybe drank a little bit or something, or smoked weed. They didn't. Yeah, very Mad Max too. They wasn't doing coke or meth, or huffing fucking paint, or opium plugs in their noses. I mean, they were fucked up, running around like fire. Craziness. Uh, that was Africa. Can you imagine that here? Oh man, you'd have your rednecks on your four-wheel drives, their deer rifles and shotguns and dynamite. you know, uh, all rednecks can fuck up some shit. You were partying in rednecks. I remember this motherfucker went on a crossbow four-wheel drive hunt with his buddies, and they were spotlighting. And it was Texas. Yeah, yeah. Shooting hogs. You can shoot hogs anytime you wish. Because Texas has got a very bad hog problem. And they would just run through the land. They would do it and just pow, 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 pow. And you leave them. They would leave them for the coyotes. Or they would get them, they might get some, because they are pigs, by the way. Very good looking, very tasty pigs. They are riddled with disease, and they do spread a lot of disease. So that's a very invasive species. Yeah. And the same thing has happened in parts of Russia too. The same problem that Texas having. Russia, they get these massive, monstrous hogs that just eat every fucking thing and kill everything because they're so big. So it's full, open season on them. It's interesting how we deal with culling the population for our own safety. Mm. Somali America. Tane Wright barbecue. Oh man, can you imagine the fucking L.A. I mean, all those crazy fucking just gangs everywhere. New York, the gangs. That would just be just driving around, just shooting everything. Uh, fully automatic everything. Indiscriminately. Uh, craziness. That would be fun. You know, especially to watch, I guess, from an elevated position. But, and you would also have, I don't know, who else would you have? Oh yeah, you have the roof Koreans would be out. That would be dangerous. The roof Koreans. So that would be a force to be reckoned with. So I would implore you to get some roof Koreans if you have a high elevated position, because roof Koreans are going to be up there. No, Husky, no, man, no. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing. The thing that is the thing. They are few. We are many, and that's what fucking scares them more than anything. Uh, oh yeah. Wow, Klingon. I like looking at that too, going. Usually I do it just to. It just you identify the weapon. Boom. Oh, okay, I know what that is. Ooh, what is that? Ooh. What the fuck is that on his weapon? Then you start looking at the accessories and look at the gear. Man, Ukraine is, oh my God, they're talk about a donation. Wow, they're getting some gear, and we're not talking Bud Case stuff either. 4.7 billion given, and then another 33 billion to give. I don't know. There's more, and the thing is, more people, more corporations are giving stuff. National Guards are giving stuff. Everybody's giving stuff to this, and that's everybody is doing it. Everybody in the is just contributing. Fine, we'll give you some weaponry. Boom, there you go. Because that's the thing to do, right? When faced with such an insurmountable foe as Russia. Russia, I mean, it is a large land resource. It is a force to be reckoned with. They have a lot of ICBM capability. They have a lot of nuclear capabilities, so they are dangerous. But are they smart enough? I mean, Putin is a badass when it comes to, the brain and tactics. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. It's the meat grinder. It's, I call it the meat grinder. And when you see meat grinders throughout history, and you understand, oh, the meat grinder, throw everything at it. It grinds it right up. Consume. So it happens all the time, doesn't it? But this one's interesting because you're always counting on war tourists, and now that's what they're working, war tourist and proxy, to get shit done. That's how this machine works. Our machine of the United States of America has perfected this and does this very, very well. Has been doing it for quite some time. We learn from the best. We learn from China and the Mediterranean, the Muslim, a lot of and Russia as well. China and Russia, And all these old, very, very old civilizations, that's where we learned it from. And we perfected it because we're Americans, damn it. And we do everything big. America! Fuck yeah! Here to save the motherfucking day, yeah! You know? So we got to do that shit. And we got to do it best. And look where we're at. Hey, Sheena, welcome. Lackluster Fridays. And so, in between that, you got to have a distraction, you know, and that distraction right now for us is the R versus W leaked opinion ruling from, you know, the Supreme Court, and we're like, what now? And then, oh, okay. And so, what happens? Hey, Survival Buzz. Hey, welcome. Boom, riots. Hey, let's get out. You know, this is going to piss people off. So people that are pissed off, people have to go be people that are pissed off. They're like, well, fuck. They're pissed off because they have to play people that are pissed off. And so they got to start it somehow. They're hoping. They're hoping more comes from this, but it doesn't seem like it is. It's kind of interesting to watch. So, you know, so what happens then is if they want to push that agenda, then you'll see more false flags, of course. And that will make things justifiable to go to the next step. So that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. That's what they'll do. That's what they've done too as well. So interesting. And that was a long little talk. But you know, even on a philosophical standpoint, and I understand, but their leak, if you read the letter, it is so profound. So it is. So it basically says that, you know, it's the state. It's up to the state. It's up to the states that you're living in, because that's exactly where the constitutional power comes from for us to do whatever the fuck we want to do, that we have to do. The SCOTUS, you know. So they're playing by the rules, I guess. But why did it have to be leaked? It just, here you go. Who leaked it and why? You know, who gives a fuck? It was leaked. And perfect timing. That should tell you everything. So, you know, it was leaked, perfect timing, and now we have riots, you know. But really, nobody really gives a fuck, do they? Fine, whatever. Divide and conquer. That's right. Gotta divide, gotta conquer. And what a topic to divide and conquer. Me personally, I've never had an abortion, nor do I foresee an abortion in my future at any time of my existence. You know, I cannot pass that kind of judgment. I can say that the new California rule that says that you can abort the pregnancy 15 months after birth or something. Isn't that called infanticide? I mean, am I wrong there? Isn't that a murder? A felony charge? My man boobs went. I'm guessing the reptilian overalls will be here any moment. Now that's a good, interesting point too, because we know that the alien card has not been played yet. They hinted. It was a hint. It was a hint. Oh, look, here's some more footage. This is legit footage of, you know, fucking fighter pilots actually responding, you know, to something. And they caught it on their film, you know, and the physics do not lie. So, oh shit. What the fuck was that? Yeah. Interesting how that works. So maybe that can work up something. Maybe we'll see something very big from the sky land, you know, and wow. You come in peace or you leave in pieces. You know, and I think I've talked about that before, that if it was true, and I'm kind of Neil deGrasse Tyson on you there, if this is a unlimited freaking space and unlimited amount of space then, and it has been a long time here. So who's to say and who's not to say? It has to be a high probability that there are other people out there, other things out there. It's only a matter of time before we get to meet them. But that's the question, right? That is and that's the question is, do we really want to meet them? That's the question we've always asked ourselves, right? What if the question is, if they're the alien race, like, do we really want to meet them? Oh, hell no. Look at those guys. They're crazy. They'll kill us. They'll dissect us. No, we're not going there. Wear your human suit. Keep your tail, wrapped around your stomach, and let's go. And don't say, don't pull out your fucking video blaster. You're like Men in Black, right? You get a passport to Earth, but you got to be able to wear a meat suit, a human meat suit, depending on whatever. Doesn't matter what you are, as long as we got the technology. Here you go. Now you're in a cat. Enjoy your stay. Customs and outside is louder. Wow, really, Barry? And see, I love my sci-fi, Cha-Cha. So, we already know how this game plays out. I mean, whatever the game whatever we're faced with, we know how the game plays out because of our movies, and our stories. We've already gamed it out. Oh shit. Big giant bugs. Okay. That's control, man. Get your gas mask and your chemical and let's get to work, Really, Barry? Yes. Yeah. I mean, seriously, Klingon. That should be number one. Now, to give you some hope that there is still justice, is that those kind of people do not do well in prison. Nor do they ever get out of prison. They're buried on Boot Hill up there. And things are not well for pedophiles and rapists. Rapists can get away with it if the female, but you're always going to have some very, very badass murdering motherfucker that, his sister was raped, and he's going to kill that guy out of anger and spite because of the past. So rapists don't do well, but pedophiles do not do well at all. That's something that is not tolerated. There's always going to be somebody gunning for them. Always. And, prison is the worst place for a pedophile to be. And it could be, it's, if they let them live, it's usually in a dress. Yeah. So there is true justice in this world. Let's see, anyone shooting other human beings. I will drop the insert your choice here. That's a good question. What do you do? What do you do if you're just sitting around, sitting on your porch, sitting on your balcony, all of a sudden people just start shooting each other? Damn. Oh, man. Oh, fuck. What do? It's not you they're shooting at, but you see it. And you're like, oh, fuck. You got to take cover, obviously. That's your first thing, is to take cover. Distance and cover. Distance and cover is what you need to be doing when that happens. So, and then you can go from there. That's a whole OODA loop. Then you arm, then you orientate. Always, but getting out of the area and getting to cover, getting to safety, even in your structure, whatever your structure is. What if you're standing outside your kitchen window and you're having a nice cup of coffee, and I mean, do you go down? Just lower yourself down underneath the kitchen sink there. So that's what you got to think about. And something to think about is glass. So when bullets go through glass, it shatters. When an object or a projectile goes through glass, it usually shatters. Some glass depending on the kind of glass you have, does not shatter and only just makes a hole. But also makes it inoperable to use plain old boring ditches. Yep, ditches. Ditches will hide you. Micro terrain. Multiple identifiers before taking concealment. Getting low is sometimes your best option. Well, if you know who the friendly force is. If I don't know these motherfuckers, fuck them. I don't know these people. Nah, y'all stay the fuck over there and don't come over here. But there has been, you just might get in that situation where it's oh shit. It's like drawing aggro. If you draw aggression, you draw their attention and their intent. So that's something you have to think about in your next steps, in your strategy as well. So the snipers do that. They boom. They do the OODA loop. They take it. They do the action, the direct action, whatever, from a distance, and then they move. They're gone on to another position, and that's very effective. Very, very effective. And with distance, it's even more effective. But they have the technology now that's the kind of war you're going to be kind of fighting, is that any kind of identification is going to be met with immediate reaction and actively pursuing you. So that the possibilities there. You can probably go to your city right now, your city website, and look up the gun, the gun indicators, the gunshot indicators, and they have a map, and you can see where all the shootings have happened all the way back. You're like, oh shit, don't go there at this time. It's pretty crazy, and they can triangulate it through sound. That's what they do. That's how they do it. It's a very arcane technology. Very simple too. They used it in everything. Iraq, they used it. I think it came out of Iraq and Afghanistan, and then the Israelis started playing with it. The IMF, they're some fucking war engineers. Let me tell you, they perfected it. They've been perfecting a lot, haven't they? And they too. I don't believe in the whole Gog and Magog, but wow, the similarities are pretty interesting, I have to say the least. So war begins in our heads, and from some of and from some of the snowflake air I've seen from some online, there are people not ready for bad times. Yeah, it's you never know until you're there, until you're in the bad times. And it's that the thing of not knowing is the hardest. So you don't know. Gathering that intel is crucial. To see what's going on. And you got the prep, right, and do an area study. Go all the way to the demographics. Go all the way and look into it. I'm not talking the cool things like the terrain structures, which are cool, by the way, around here. This is Cleveland, so it's beautiful. And they got metro parks everywhere, creeks and rivers and falls and all kinds of crazy stuff. A big fucking lake out there, freshwater, which is badass. I want to get out there this year, man. I got my fishing gear. Yeah, I gotta go see the lake. You gotta see what's in there. Get the fishing license. They got piers. They got piers here. They got islands. I think Lake Erie is the only one with islands. I do believe. Interesting, huh? It also has out of all the lakes, it is the most plentiful fish in different kinds of species. So that's fucking cool. Um, it's a ancient ancestral migratory route for everything. So we see everything here. Everything goes in and out of here to America and Canada. They said at any given moment that there's at least every 5 minutes there's a raptor going overhead. That's what they said. At any time of any time throughout the year, throughout the winter, there's freaking big ass fucking hawks and eagles and all kinds of things flying, like they're like doing like 30,000 miles, and they're cruising in formation, in whatever. Everybody comes through here. All walks of geese and fowl and duck. I don't know. I don't know if there's any kind of they do some duck shoots. They do geese hunts here. They do turkey, of course. So but everything comes through here. Everything. So you can imagine that with their DNR, Department of Natural Resources, and the hunting. You can trap out here too. I thought about getting some trapping stuff, but you got to have land and have access to land. You can't do it in the metro parks. They got a lot of protected shit around here. But there is a lot of wild stuff out. You just got to find it and get into it. But fishing, there's lakes. There's badass lakes around here, all freshwater. Rocky River is known for their trout, fly fishing, and walking around in waders. It's pretty cool. You can see in my videos some of them, just the walks with me and Charity during that time. And I love that about this place is everybody just gets outside. It's warm, let's go outside. And people are doing stuff outside. The Morels come here, and so that's a big event. Everybody's got a little backpack and walking around looking for fucking Morels. I've yet to find one. I hope I will. I bet. North Dakota. Wow. Muddy bogs. Yeah. Alaska. Wow. Yeah, that would be badass. I don't know if I could do it at I want to try it. I like mushrooms. And I like mushrooms sauteed in butter. That's how I like it. I don't care. Clean the mushroom, let me have it, and I will saute it in butter, and I will eat it on anything. It's the best way to make mushrooms, I think, for me, that I found. So Morels, I'd like to see what they do. They're coveted. And these chefs, they pay high dollar. So they get out there. And some of the places in the metro parks, actually all the metro parks, any kind of metro park area, it is illegal to take anything or bring anything in or out of that place. You know what I'm saying? You can't take anything from in there. You can't take a stick, a rock, or a plant. You know what I'm saying? You can't take stuff, and you can't introduce anything. So I just finished steak and mushrooms. Wow, way to go, cha-cha. We love us some food porn. And mushrooms, man, they soak up so much flavor, and so you can use those sautéed mushrooms, put some spices to it, whatever you want, and make it badass. I can't beat the Sparkle vegan love here. Morals, it's like the land run. What's the land run? I don't know. I mean, I mean, all these people are harvesting and fucking gathering. And there's people out here that teach you. Dave Canterbury is actually south of me. There's all kinds of stuff south, that you can take advantage of. Badass places. I'm trying to get into a gun club, an exclusive gun club. But it's huge. It's outdoors. It's really fucking cool. Do whatever you want. And you get exposed. They do 3 guns, and they do all that competition stuff. But you gotta, riders is whoever. Here we go. That's a good one. One of the downsides of these riders and whoever is that now we have some huge hybrid rabbits here in Oregon from the fires that are hybrid and they're so invasive. Whoa. Wow, Guardsman. Uh, so you are you try? Yeah, you're probably down. Oh, there I am. I just left. Wow. So there's rabbits everywhere. Oh shit, and they need killing. Yeah, trappers make money killing invasive species. Coyote. Uh, I remember times in Tennessee at coyote were it was open season on coyote because they were very destructive. They would run through the they would run through the through the land through the countryside at night in these packs, these mega packs of like 100, 500, even more. Who knows? And they would just descend and run across the countryside, just ravishing and killing everything. And they will kill your dogs. They'll kill your cats. They'll kill everything. Uh, you know, and we used to have hunts, night hunts, where you just ran around in a truck shooting coyotes. They would kill deer. They would eat deer. They would take down. They would take deer. So they had to go. Can you imagine that, man? You know. Same thing with deer. You'll see the same a mega population will pop up, and they will just literally rape the land. No farmer is safe at any kind of crop he has. Thousands of deer will just descend upon it in the middle of the night and pick it clean. I mean, just can you imagine that? Just gone. What happened? Deer. They left it and little black pellets everywhere. You know. They enjoy the hype and the scary news stories. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You have to put up fencing. Yeah, I mean, and a lot of your regulations come from that too. You know, people are nutting them out on their jobs, making you happy when you have dogs. Yeah, makes you happy when you have dogs. Yep, I agree. I agree. Oh, sorry, I love this thing. But yeah, I mean, speaking of distractions, will that come to fruition? Will that be the next, the spark, the catalyst that just that's it. Game over. The blown goes up. I mean, that's that because that plays into their plan as well. That we defeat ourselves. So what if we don't? Then what? But what if we do, and it's not what they expected? uh, wow, no, I have not yet, Barry. I hope to get into that. I work a lot, but I hear about it and I see it. There's a vendor, a truck. They got some badass trucks around here, vendor trucks and stuff. And they'll show up and just blow it out. Tailgate parties, tailgate parties, tailgate parties, tailgate parties. That's the thing here. And I'm talking thousands of people rocking the tailgate parties like you've never seen. They don't even go to the game. They just stay in the parking lot and party. And it's a good time. Very, very good time. That's what they love to do around here. They like to smoke some meat, drink some beer, and that's what they do. Uh, yeah, it still happens. Cookouts. Everybody's doing a cookout, and everybody's invited. Everybody. Man, 4th of July is everybody gets outside. It's crazy. I love it. I love it. It is cool. It is very cool. And that's where you meet people. That's where you talk to people. Connect with people, and then of course disappear until the next time. For instance, my brother badgered me for 2 years, straight about me not getting anything. Yes, and almost daily emails, texts. Yeah. Really, really, Klingon. Wow. I'm sorry. Uh, and sorry for your, I'm sorry for your brother that it happened to him. But kind of, it's like, told you so. That kind of thing. Oh, I need some type of honey. What's that thing? Honey and lemon juice, right? That's what I'm going to have. Honey and lemon juice. Cure my throat. That's a decent amount of honey. Bear with me, folks. That's not what I wanted. I know, we are. Hey, I told you I'm lackluster Friday over here. Welcome to Lackluster Friday. What's up, Charity? Lemon juice is a little crusty. A bit more. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. What y'all talking about? Bad feelings that this could happen. Shit to me. They're not amused with the rain. Hold on. Huh. All right, folks. Hold on a second. Hey, Cherry. Dry my hands here. There you go, girl. Enjoy. All right, here we are. Gotta wash my hands. Dry them now. I have to touch things. What y'all talking about? 22 over. Yeah. Badass. Bring forth the holy hand grenade. Run away, sharp pointy teeth. Damn. Monty Pythons. Yes. Big, huge, nasty teeth. Run away. Oh man, I love that movie. Love that movie. That's a great movie. And search for the Holy Grail. Yeah, love that movie. That's pretty good. I like that. Yep. Tasty. Anyway, cool. Oh, wow, Klingon. That would be badass. A holy grail. And you shall bring us a shrubbery. Yeah. Well, go away. I shall punch you at the second time. You knibbering knibbits. All kinds of just, your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries. I mean, so much good stuff. So much good. I farted. Yeah, that's the one I like too. Yeah, I farted in your general direction. wiper of other people's bottoms. I mean, so many just great insults. Uh, Jay Bell's like, take me to the shrubbery. Oh yeah, they wanted like a path and you know, they want manicured lawn. I mean, these guys, the knights that say knee, were very needy. Uh, but they are the mighty knights who say knee that just live in the woods and who knows what they're smoking out there. Trying to cut down trees with herrings. Come on, they're on some shrooms. That's what they're doing. Yeah. Come see the violence inherited in the system. Help, help, I'm being repressed. There you go. There's that hindsight 2020 version thing there, right, Klingon? Who would have thought that was it? That would become true now. Help, help, I'm being repressed. I'm your king.
Didn't vote for you.
Of course he's a king. He doesn't have shit on him. Yeah, I mean, seriously. It happened. What? That skit played out over and over and over. Fuck. That was the truth? Really? We are totally doomed then. This is definitely doomsday. Yeah, it's a fair cop. Come on. She turned me into a newt. Really? I got better. A witch. Yeah. A witch turns him into a newt. He gets better. He turns, back into a human. Oh, here we go. Your mother was a hamster. Your father smelled other berries. Now go away or I shall taunt you a second time. Of course I am French. Why do you think I have such an outrageous accent? No, go away. Fetch the moosh. Oh, man. Who launches a cow? Only the French. I mean, they probably did that because, the Vikings were in Paris. They Vikinged Paris. Paris got Vikinged. And so, can you imagine? The French were throwing cows at the Vikings, and the Vikings were like, hey, lunch! They just chopped it up, right there in front of you, and then sent it back to the cooks, and they're frying it up, and everybody's having a snack while they're kicking your ass. I bet that's what happened. But, I mean, they got out of there with a chunk of gold. What is the terminal velocity of a sparrow? What? I don't know that. What is your name? What is your quest? What is the terminal? African or European? And he goes, what? I didn't know that. Ah! Yeah. What is charity? No. Why? Where are you putting it? Do you have pockets? Folks, Charity is begging, and it's very intently. It's a very intent beg. It's an alarm. It calls for alarm. She needs my undivided attention. It usually involves treats. This is how serious it is. But I have to test. She might have to go out. What is it? What do you want? What do you want? What do you need? So she's licking her lips. You got two coconuts and they're banging them together. What? Held under the dorsal fin? Yeah, argument. The argument. Please tell me again how sheep's bladders can be utilized to prevent earthquakes. Yeah, I made it mandatory for a little friend of mine's niece to watch this movie. No, a friend of mine's daughter. She was very young. I mean, 9 at the time, I think. And I gave her this movie, the full, the Search for the Holy Grail. And I sat down and watched it with her. And, she's young. I mean, but of that time, of this time, she could have been woke. But, I said this is mandatory education. mandatory. You got to watch it. Watch it. And, we now can quote. She's probably one of the only 20-something-year-olds that me and her can quote and talk in this Monty Python, Holy Grail language that nobody around her, none of her friends know. They're like, what are you talking about? But that's how it works, right? Is things like that just kind of get lost and tossed along the wayside. It's not being suppressed or censored. It's just not it's not it's not something they want. Yeah, I know, Klingon. Me too. Me too. That's why I gave it to her. It was my only. I should have kept it. It was a VCR too. VCR tape, an old VCR tape, classic. And I gave it to her. Of course, yeah, she's probably the only 20-something-year-old I know that has a VCR. Everybody has the damn, the phone, the super phone, or the laptop, or if you're chilling, you got your console phone, your console, your computer. Dusty data, like 5 screens going at once. Max Headroom. Guys, remember that guy? Hi there, I'm Max Headroom. I love that show. Charity, it's not gonna happen. All right, maybe it will happen. Let's see. Really? Really? Okay. Let me see. Oh, what's this? Here you go. Here. Here. So I get. Okay. There you go. So I'm gonna try something. See what happens. Camelot. Put it off. Let's not go there. It's a silly place. The knights of the round table dance when you're able. I have to push the Camelot. Dun, 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 dun. Enjoy. Just silly, just crazy, stupid, and silly and fun. Oh yes, yeah. Zoot, evil twin Zoot. The oral sex. Yeah. A spanking. Oh man, I mean that just in the night he's like, well, I could probably stay a little bit longer. Sure. Oral sex and spanking. You must come with me. You're in great peril. What are you doing? No, I was fine. Leave me alone. As he comes in and rescues him, he's fighting off the evil vixens. It's like I think I could have took them all. I forget what's his name? I forget which night it was. Anyway, yeah, Lancelot comes and saves the other one. Yeah, and he has to do it in his own idiom. So it's smart too. I mean, you get to learn what an idiom is. Do you have an idiom? What's your idiom look like? Ask your kid that. What is your idiom? What? That's the question. Give me an answer by tomorrow. Apocalypse like in Jeremiah. Yeah, what kind of history will we write? Pablo Escobar, but Jeremiah. Yeah, I have not. I don't watch TV. I hear about it though. I hear about it, and I do watch like some things. Yeah, I get a little. I try to keep up, right? And so I'll watch the condensed version of of even an episode or whatever sometimes. Yeah, okay, it's all right. I can't watch a lot of movies. I stopped watching The Walking Dead, and I was like, okay, you guys are getting stupid. Uh, and I think in this time in my life, it's best because I've tried that. I mean, yeah, I say that too. I'm on YouTube all the time, but you know, getting immersed, I fell prey to that early on. Getting immersed in the social media thing, where you're just walking around like you're a fucking zombie, and you're. I felt that, and you're hanging on everybody's comments, and after a while, you're just like, fuck, this sucks, man. you know. So you're just like, fuck it, and you start to see the shit, the plan unravel in front of you. You start to see the little lines in the matrix, coming down. You're like, oh fuck, your eyes start to open. You're like, oh man, this is not good. So last time I was on all that Facebook, cable, all that stuff was the last eclipse that we had. Yeah, I just stopped everything. Yeah, I felt great about it. I actually went through withdrawals. So kind of, I would say that. Yeah, Garsman, and we like that, and we can play with that, and we can look at that, and work on that, because it asks questions and it answers questions on what should happen. How things can go, because everybody knows that a plan is a plan until it's action, and then it goes to shit. Like, well, damn, that didn't work. Something happens and changes everything. But if you plan a lot before you do your action, which is what Sun Tzu taught us, is that first you spend the time on the table, evaluating everything, doing all the things, thinking it all through, asking every question, and then going out there and fighting. Then you'll win every battle. But as soon as they get out of there, it'll change. But you had to take it to that level to have any kind of consistency in battle. Especially in that time in China, where everybody was fighting everybody. What? And we're probably going to see a lot of that too. We're probably going to see a lot of what would you call them? Cohabitators. I mean, these guys, not really a false. Well, you're going to see shootings. You're going to see mass shootings. Mass shootings. Oh. And could it be just, a provoking thing to provoke us, or is it actually just legit? That's really a crazy motherfucker shooting up the place. That does happen, and it happens everywhere in the world. That is a very, very real statistic. That happens a lot. It doesn't happen a lot here as compared to the rest of the world. That is true. But we do have our fair share. But there's also a flip side to that. So, okay, there are over 2 million people a year saved by the actions of a good guy with a gun, or a good girl with a gun, or a good woman in a good mom with a gun. That something happened like that, and next thing you know, they're the fucking hero. They were just going out to get some eggs and fucked around and became a hero. But you never hear about that. I mean, they get medals, they get accommodation, they key to the city, I mean, it's and it's legit, and it's concrete, and it happens, So a lot. You're not going to hear about that because that doesn't fit the narrative, right? So but that message, that intel is out there. It's just common knowledge. It's just hard to get on the platforms that we have, that we're trying to use, that we're trying to go about. Right, Ace. Yeah, and that's a good point too. Is who's on that wall tomorrow night? Hmm. Who's on the wall tomorrow night? That's a good question. So, hey, suggestions, anyone? Everyone suggest. And so that the mad judge here can deliver the verdict. Right? You can deliver the verdict. So, yeah, that's a good question. So throw them at me. I'm leaning towards the Kenyan, Biden's boss, Kilroy. Hillary. Yes, I like and that or Hillary. So it's either the Kenyan or Hillary. But I was also thinking about this guy too, John Podesto, right? He's part of that globalist elite bullshit, the elite occultist. But I don't know. Hillary. Oh, she is a Hillary. She's killed a lot of people. Uh, they're still doing it, and they're actually that's how the Kenyan is tied into it with all their holdings in the Clinton World Alliance. The they're all tied together. They're all working the Vatican. All of this what Terramar. They're all citizens of Terramar, and they're evicting us. Is how they look at it. So they're going to pull out their idols of Baal and Malach, and babies are going to go on them. That's what they want. That's what they want. How far they get on that plan, I don't know. I don't think it's going to go that far. They might try it. They're going to try it anyway, just for shock value, because it is shock value. If you think about it, and enticing as well. So they'll also get a lot of advertisement for their cult. Hey, come join our new spa here. Have as much sex as you want, but the baby goes on the altar. Yeah, enjoy. Here's some drugs. Welcome to the elite club. I just see Telly Savalas, but it's not Telly Savalas. It's Klaus Schwab being Telly Savalas in the Players Club. Yeah, baby. Yes, is your baby. Yeah, he's bald headed anyway. That's what Klaus is. He's just the hotel hostess manager for the elite club. But did you guys know this? Is that this month is when they supposedly gain control of all sovereignty. They absolve all the sovereignty of all countries. That's already been teased at us. But now this on the deadline is going to happen. They're gonna make it happen. So we won't see it until later. Ace, I thought about that. Because I thought that was brought up too. She is obvious. No, I would say no. She is a jokester. She is the jester, right? I don't know if I want to kill the jester. The jester is not really that dangerous, and it's obvious. The bitch is nuts. I mean, and it's obvious what she's doing and she's making it obvious, and it's so memeable. Millions of memes have been created by Jen Psaki. I mean, I'm sure you've seen them all, and they're all just great. It's funny as hell. But yeah, we already know Psaki. Don't drink the sake. Jen Psaki, don't drink the sake. Or do drink the sake and believe everything she says. Come on. Where the fuck? Where the fuck do they think they get this shit from? How stupid do they think we are? A lot of people are. But that's a good point. Eric, I'm not affected by it because I don't know about it. And it's kind of an Amish way of looking at it, and that's interesting. So the Amish, they do not like media. They don't do social media. They don't do TVs. They don't do cable. They don't do computers. They don't do cell phones. They don't even talk on the phone. They, a hardcore Amish. They pay somebody to go make a phone call. Give them here's your list. This is your script. Call this guy, give him the script, and that's how they do business over the phone. So it's crazy, but that it makes sense. It actually kind of makes sense. They already know, and so it's easier for them to ignore it and focus on their work and their community, their culture, whatever they're working on, and they're very, industrialists. Most of them are very rich too, so that's kind of smart. I think I've adopted a lot of that idea over the years. I mean, stuff, and that also ties into Buddhism, because right consumption, one of the eightfold noble paths, right consumption, practicing right consumption. That means what you see, what you hear, what you feel, what you smell. And so social media is a huge part of that. Social media that we have today, all right, think about this, is that it is the most dangerous way of getting into everyone's brain. Before, it was through you spoke to somebody face to face where they were at, and that was your social media. You might write a letter, if you could write, if you could find paper, if you could find ink, if you knew how to do all that shit, or nobody would help you. You already had to pay and you didn't have the money. So, and you couldn't fucking read. I mean, so historically, that kind of makes sense, that they would just evolve social media past our evolution where they can take our control. We figured it out. Let's hack the human. That's their whole plan, Let's hack this human thing and make it our cow slave, for the end of time. That's their idea. And then we get tired of them, we eject them from the planet. How's that for green? How's that for sustainability? That's their plan. When we go down the rabbit hole, is that they came here, and that's where the concept of the prison planet came from, is they were sentenced here for doing the exact same thing that they did in another galaxy. And so somebody sent them here, and they're trapped here, and guess what? Lucky us, we get to play with them. Maybe some justice there. Interesting. I always look at it, there's hope. Because I will question, like the movie Independence Day. Would it really work out that way? Nah. I would think, because with our capabilities, which are arcane and kinetic, in relation to what could be out there in the future, right? With the possibilities. And we've already gleaned those possibilities and started to try to make those ourselves. So, freaking laser beams and teleportation and all kinds of exotic energy. Because the biggest problem out there is the distance and time that it takes to get to that distance. That's the biggest problem. So if you could figure out that problem, you could go anywhere, and your realm of influence will be millions of light years, in your circumference. So, of course, you could think that a tier 1 society would find us and go, "Oh, y'all some nasty tier 6s, but, here, let me show you this. Okay, we're going to go now. Good luck with that. We'll be back in about 6 or 7 billion years. We'll be right back." So just to check on your progress. So who knows? Maybe that's it. That whole Prime Directive, the Star Trek thing. We all must. Maybe that's what the idea of Gene Roddenberry, is that he had to do this He really truly believed, this is how he believed, is that he had to do this so this would come to fruition and we could become not the new world order, but we could be the new universe order or be part of the universe order. Our neighbors, our some kind of massive order that could be out there, hypothetically. But he believed it with such um, zest and zeal. Who knows? Maybe that's the truth. I don't know. Let me see a flying saucer just kind of casually land and some aliens get out. I'm jacking that fool. Everybody is. Are you kidding me? Oh man, flying around in a flying saucer. How's this thing work? Oh shit, not that button. Are you kidding me? That's why they don't come here, because we will jack that shit. It will be on fucking concrete blocks as soon as you turn your back. Land your ass. See, the aliens have to be really, 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 really fucking smart to figure this one out. Because if they land in Detroit and say, "Hey, we're ambassadors. We'd like to see your leader. We're the new people of fucking Telefon 5, Alpha 5." Yeah. And they just fucking jack them. Give me your shit, fool. I said, break yourself, fool. Hey, y'all remember that one? So, I mean, that's what's going to happen. It's not going to be good. Damn. That failed. Can you imagine that shit? So maybe they did try. That's what they got. I do remember a story that I like. I would like to believe this story. I think it's a great story, actually. We've all heard it. I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not. It's kind of hard to confirm, but it is very possible because of the timeline. But there's a town in Texas in the 1800s that they have the fucking newspaper where that was their news. Their social media was a newspaper. And some guy printed it up and he passed it around the town. That was their news. And aliens crash landed. The story is that aliens crash landed. We've all heard this story. And from the sky in a big old ball of flame and hit the ground, a bunch of dead bodies everywhere, but some survived. And they were just like, "Oh shit, let's help." So an alien ship full of aliens crash lands in Texas and they help. Are you okay? Here, let's help you. We're here to help you. And they had to bury some dead. And that's the idea, is that fucking tombstone, which is not there anymore. They took it. It was either taken or stolen. I forget, but it's still documented by the newspaper and by subsequent other newspapers throughout 18, almost whatever 100 plus years. So that's pretty neat. That's kind of cool. That's it's kind of sad that they fell out of the sky. Fuck them. Who knows? Maybe they were adolescent teenagers and they were drunk, flying around their flying saucer and crashed in a. Oops, sorry, Daddy. I just crashed your new Ferrari Spacemobile into this rock here. Sorry. Your insurance is now going to go up. Can you save me, please? The natives are getting restless. I have a hole in my leg. Oh no. Jeffro's head. One of his heads are missing. It's okay. He has another one. That's how bad of a wreck it was. Well, I'm back at emergency, so I'm back now. Where was the alien crash? Oh, drunken aliens. Yeah, adolescent drunken aliens. And then that's where you get the beam me up, Scotty, and everything disappears because they're like, fuck. Little Timmy just got hopped up on some alien dust, and they're joyriding in his brand new fucking spaceship Ferrari throughout the universe. Dumbass. I gotta go save him. Boom. Beam me up, Scotty, and we're out of here. We'll put you back in the reconstitution tank, and you'll come out brand as new in 6 months. Yeah, dumbass. Drunken aliens. It is. It's got to be. Anything that crashes. it's got to be a drunken alien. I mean, come on, it's got to make sense. It's got to make sense. I mean, Polly, the movie Polly came out. They were all stoned and shit. And he was left because he was the most undesirable of his race. Like, fuck him. Fuck you, Polly. But he did get saved. Right? Yeah, he did. He had to do some convincing. It was. He had to go through their hoops. But their criteria. I mean, I always talk about every day, never forget, people left in Afghanistan, Americans left in Afghanistan, still. But can you imagine being an alien left, in Earth? Damn. That would suck. That would be the same, I think. And one could argue that's Australia. That's how they got started. It was a prison colony. A lot of places became prison colonies. So, and we're starting to see that again, aren't we? With the Spa and Honduras, and, all these other names of these places, Gitmo and all that. But there's more, and there's a lot more, and we're not the only town. We're not the only game in town. Yeah, a documentary. I mean, you think about it, Ace. I mean, they were very structured, just like our, granting citizenship and all this. And that you'd have to, if that was a advanced race of very, very diverse, different types of aliens in life, you would have to have some type of governing type of system, or it's going to be crazy. Because not everybody is at the same higher, evolution as well. Some of them would be downright fucking evil, and criminal, in any universe. But he just went home. I like that one, Ace. That was like, he just went home. What was that one I loved? One Elvis movie, the Elvis versus Zombies or something. I forget. That was a pretty good one. Basically, Elvis, the real Elvis, hid himself in an old nursing home with a whole bunch of other famous guys, and they're all just getting old and crotchety, and then they're called upon to save the world. Fuck. Let's get to work, old man. Pooping their pants as they slaughter aliens and zombies. Great story, but I'm gonna have to have a nap after that. And a sponge bath. So, all right. I know, right, Carol? I am. But I figured, mix it up a little bit. Just have fun. Have fun. It's the weekend, right? And that's the kind of mood I'm in. So, and I think that's all the mood that we're all in, that we all want to be in. We want the spring to come. We want beautiful times, just like we've always had, and we worked hard to get. And so, yeah, we might have to sacrifice a little bit to get them, but we will. And I think that is the true testament of mankind. So, yeah. Well, folks, I'm really feeling my throat today. It's very harsh. So I'm going to go ahead and end it now. Thank you very much, folks, for hanging out with me on Lackluster Fridays. Dirty in the garden. Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. I'd like to do that. And I want to get my hands on some fish. Crazy bunch of, yeah, pretty much. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, thank you, Eric. Thank you, Barry. Cha-cha. Oh yeah, I will. Oh, and I'm gonna have some adventures. I feel an adventure this weekend, so I don't know. See what happens tomorrow. See more cannabis. Hey, all right, take care, man. Cheers. Thank you very much, everyone. Congratulations, you made it through the week. You survived. You did the things. The weekend is now yours. Do what you will. Yes, tomorrow night, we will have Trial by Axe. So if you're very, very adamant about somebody, please, a nomination, please let me know through whatever means you deem necessary. Oops, I lost Shad. Yeah. Well, here I am. Hey, well, take care, Barry. Take care, everyone. Klingon Princess, Joe. Deathclaw was in here earlier. Yep. Everyone, have a good night. And enjoy my ex-wife. Enjoy the weekend. Good night. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Okay. I see. Yeah. Faducci. We did him. We did Sparkle Socks. So it's got to be somebody we haven't done. I think. Yeah, that's got to be the criteria, to keep it fresh. There's a lot of them. Oh yeah, we already did her. Yeah, Carol Ann. Yeah, we did Pelosi. I remember the hair, Skeletor face. Yeah, Piglosi. Okay. Yeah, I'll think about it. I'm leaning towards the Kenyan or Killary. Or it could be, I don't know, maybe I'll start with John Podesta and work my way up. Not Saki. I wouldn't say Saki. I don't think Saki is worthy to be on the wall. I really don't. There's no real blood on her hands. She is just the poor little sap that agreed to do this job. So you have to know that her soul is that dark, but that's her job. That's it. She's like the clown they send out. Saki was the clown. Hey, look at this stupid clown. To tell you stupid shit. And we realize that. No, I have not, Ace. So damn, that might be a consideration, a large consideration. Don't kill the messenger. Yeah, J Bill. I think that's like that kind of. Well, she's just a messenger, and she sucks at her job. She's actually really fucking bad at it. But it's so bad and tragic that it's hilarious. So, that's how I look at Saki. But no, I don't think she's done a lot to hurt a lot of people. Billy, on the other hand, definitely a lot of blood on his hands and on his penny loafers. So that's a consideration as well. But I keep finding out more stuff too, and it just the list gets longer. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Thank you very much, folks, for stopping by for Lackluster Friday, hanging out with me and Charity and the Mad Judge here. Billy, yeah, I think, yeah, definitely Cha-Cha, he definitely is. I like how Elon Musk goes after him on Twitter. But, well, who knows? Maybe Elon would be on there one day. I don't think Elon would be. Not yet. Not yet. I don't want to do Minority Report, but it is kind of. But it's been proven by their atrocities. So that's, we know the future of tyrants like that as they continue on and on and on and on until they are stopped. And we thought we did it in World War II. Guess not. So I'm gonna have to finish the job. That's my message. Thank you all, folks. Burton and didn't get to replace Trebek. Maybe he can replace Saki. Oh, okay. Don't know those people, but maybe I do. I don't think I do though. Anyway, good night. Good night, all. And yes, I will try to stay on track with scheduling. Obviously, every day, never forget. Might be a transmission in there somewhere. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see about that. Working on editing and some other ideas. It's a evolving fucking clusterfuck is what it is, really. But it's fun. So I'll continue to do it. And of course, Sunday reflections. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, thank you all very much. Yeah, Majik, J Bell. Good night. Good night. Good night, all. Thank you very much. It was fun. Good night.